Hey everyone, Crash and Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona. More, and more. 1968 442 factory 4-speed car. We're hanging a quarter. Just about got this fitted up. I trimmed quite a bit off of it. I still need to trim along here because it's a vinyl top car and there's studs here, and I don't want to mess with putting studs back on when I can just cut it and weld here. What's the difference? Weld here, weld here. Also, I mean, it's a nice quarter, but it is a little different than factory. This piece here, when we got it, comes all the way down to the bottom of the rocker. There's a factory seam here that if you're restoring a car, you want to keep that seam. That's how they did it at the factory. That's how it should be if it's restored. If we're doing a custom, I would weld that up and smooth it up, but that's not what this car is about. This back area here I also trimmed because when they stamped this area right here where the bumper meets up to it is quite a bit different. There's a big gap there. Also, this flange that they stamp into it, it doesn't go all the way to the jamb. And I mean, look at that gap. It's like a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch gap all the way around. I know that could be hammered down, but it was also here too. You can see I cut that already. So then you're dealing with shrinking and getting it nice and tight. So it's just easier to trim it, run the weld along the body line. Body line will make it nice and strong so it doesn't warp if you go slow. Few more trims and cuts. We'll be welding this on, grinding it down. Fitment is super close. I love these clamps. They're real good for leveling out the sheet metal from piece to piece. Some of this needs to be fine-tuned, obviously, but it's really close. I am going to start tacking where I like it, and then just take the cutoff wheel, put a nice gap in there, and just work my way around. Let's do it. I really like these clamps from Eastwood. You saw them set up before. but they're pretty cool. They this part here slides between the two pieces of sheet metal. On the back side, you slide this in and you just tighten it up and it levels out the sheet metal. Right here, I just grabbed two cut-off pieces from the quarter panel, spliced them together, but they level off real nice, and they hold it super easy to use. You know, as long as you can get your hand to the backside to put the pin in, they're awesome. I like them a lot. The quarter panel's on, welded, ground down, several sessions of weld, grind down, smooth out. But here it is. I am very happy with how it came out. I like to, when I weld, I like to do like, once the whole thing is kind of tacked on, whole perimeter, I come in, do like 3 tight tacks, go down 6 inches, 3 tight tacks, and then on and on and on and on. And by the time you get all the way down there and come back around again, this area is cool enough that it is not going to warp. You can see that. There is like very minimal warpage, if you want to call it warpage. Maybe 1 or 2 spots I'll take the hammer and dolly to, and that'll be that. I like to take the welds down. I like to take 90% of the welds down with this diamond disc. Bad Dog is the company. Awesome product. It never wears out. Never wears out. And then I finished the last 10% of the weld with just Rolox, 36, 40 grit, and I pretty much leave it after that. This whole car is going to get sandblasted, and any rough 40 grit scratches, they're going to disappear when the sandblaster hits it. So I know the really cool metal working guys love to finish it off in like 80 grit. I do too. It looks killer. It's really unnecessary unless you're taking really wicked cool pics of it, because it's going to get roughed up anyways when the bodywork process starts. Let me show you the welder I use and the settings, because I know some of you have been asking about that. Lincoln welder SP 125 plus, and arc volts pretty much at F, and the speed is at 3. I've had that thing for, man, like 20 some years. My dad sold me that welder. He used to work at I think it was Proxair back in Milwaukee, and you know, it's a great welder, and I feel I work faster with it just because it says NASCAR on it. Just kidding, just kidding. Stickers, they're cool. From this rusty quarter that I cut off, pieces of the new quarter that just didn't fit the way I wanted them to fit, to right here. This is it. This is where I'm going to leave this portion of the 1968 442 factory 4-speed car. Obviously, you're going to see more of this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you weekly content, and we'll keep bringing you content on the restoration of the 442.
Thank you for watching, and we have more 1968 442 content coming. For more 442 videos, go to our channel. Please like, comment and subscribe.